What's going on, everybody? I wanted to today review a project that I'm currently looking into. I am currently not invested in this project, but I currently am looking into possibly investing into this project. It's called KOA Combat. I've heard a lot about it. I've sat in some Twitter spaces, which we will get into a little bit later, but thought I'd bring you guys a little bit of the research that I've been doing on this project and run you through a little bit of what I can see and what I think. But as always, we'll start with the website here. As you can see, KOA Combat token. It's a little overview of the token itself. KOA Combat obviously is a cryptocurrency. It's ran by people that had over 60 years of experience in management. They so let's see, get to the part that I want. Um, they um, they do MMA fight events. They have staking. Um, they have a betting platform that's getting ready to come out. They have pay-per-view streaming, and they have a line of products that they currently sell, CBD and nutritional products, which we'll get into here in a little while and as we go through this. So that's a little bit about KOA Combat, their opening statement there that I just kind of ran through. You guys come back and read it for yourself, please do. They have KOA Labs, and this is about their nutrition supplements here. As you can see, they click on that learn more button. You can see that they offer a pre-workout formula. And these are made for obviously MMA professionals or anybody who is currently working out. These supplements, I believe, or you could buy on Shopify, soon to be Amazon, I believe, from sitting in on their spaces. Little video here. It's I know they call it ETH, so I like that. So as you can see, this is up and running. It's already here. They have a pretty good layout of their website here, of what they sell. I would if you guys are interested in that, please come back, have a look. It's right under the learn more tab right here. I mean, view more tab right here, right under KOA Labs. But what intrigued me is this is already up and running. It's already on Shopify, I think getting ready to be on Amazon. So I like the fact that it's already there along with a CBD line. KO Combat owns a pay-per-view live streaming channel. As they promote fights, they also live stream fights as well. And this is obviously a pay-per-view channel here, that if you pay for it, you can watch the fights, that the KOA fights that they're promoting, which is again an additional benefit. As you can see, it's KOA Live TV here. An additional benefit for revenue for the company, to generate, to keep them moving, especially in these bear markets. Any revenue that people can generate outside of their tokenomics is always a plus to me, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. So they do offer a paid per view. Again, this goes a little bit more into their fighting background, their MMA background, and what they actually do. KOA Bets. This is a betting platform that's coming soon. I believe it's in beta testing now, and they are getting ready to roll it out at some point. But this is actually a betting platform. So this is something very unique to the cryptocurrency market, where you can bet on football games, soccer games, anything that they're offering at the time, you can go in and bet. So I haven't seen this in the cryptocurrency market yet, so this might be something that's brand new. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen it. So KOA staking. So let's go ahead and hit this view more. On the staking platform that they currently have, they are using Brew Labs, which is a very good company with a very good reputation for high quality staking. and they're just an overall good company to go with. So they picked a good company to stake with. So you can see they have 4 different pools here that you could choose from, all with different APRs, all with different staking time frames. And you will receive, I believe, see here, yeah, looks like you'll receive KOA tokens back um, in exchange for your staking. So you're actually building your position as you're staking them away. So you're getting back the native token, which is always good to build your bag. So it looks like they're offering, anywhere between a 29 and a 31% APY, depending on which pool you pick from. At the time of this recording, them change daily, so depending on the volume and everything else. But looks like they have some pretty good APYs in their staking platform as well, and they're using a good company in Brew Labs. So that's nice to see that they took that extra step. KOA Charities, they do donate to charities. Let's go ahead and see who we're donating to. The Dream Center, the Wounded Warriors Project. This is a very well-known charity by a lot of people. And it looks like the Noble Service Dogs. So obviously a charity for service dogs. So they are donating to these 3 charities, and I'm pretty sure as the token itself grows, you'll see either more money being donated to them 3 charities or more charities being added to that. So that's a good thing. They do have an apparel store that's up and running currently. Again, well laid out platform here. It's not too overwhelming. There's not too much there for you to choose from. Just enough to get their name out there, just enough to get everybody some apparel, and at the same time generate some additional revenue, for the company itself there. All right, so that is the actual KOA website. Let's see up here. We did this, we did labs. Well, let's look at the token. They do have a separate website for the token itself. So we'll go ahead and look at that about the token here. They do have a challenge going on. As this keeps popping up on me, you can go to the Twitter webpage and learn more about the HODL challenge they have going on. There's different levels, depending on how long you hold your KOA combat tokens without selling, and you can be entered to win some different stuff there. So something unique to check out. So again, this introduction is about the same as the other one. The peer-to-peer game. Something we didn't mention before is that they are kind of looking to create metaverse as well. So we'll get to that, I believe, in the roadmap a little bit. Betting platforms, nutrition, apparel, all the stuff we reviewed. So that's that. How it works. Liquidity. So this basically is your tokenomics. So we will go through them in a minute. And they're talking about staking here and marketing wallet itself, and we'll go through all that. And how to purchase KOA. There's short video here. If you haven't purchased before, you can go ahead and watch that video on how to purchase on DeFi. What I do like is that they have their contract address sitting right here for everybody to see. So there is no reason for anybody to put in the wrong token address, get scammed, anything like that. It's all sitting right there for you. You just copy and paste that, and they make it real easy. It is sitting right there. So let's get into some tokenomics. You have 1% for, I'm assuming, buys and sells that are going to the charities that we discussed. 1% going to liquidity. You have 1% going to reflections. So they do reflections at a 1% level. And you have 2% going to marketing. the marketing wallet. So not too bad. You look at it, 1, 2, 3, 2, about a 5% in. I'm assuming a 5% out. So that's not too bad. Taxes are pretty reasonable. Supply, it looks like they started with 50 quad and they currently have 29 quad, which means they did some burns at some point, which is always nice to see. They have some ambassadors who are some, I believe, MMA fighters. Looks like they have 3 ambassadors here, which is always good because that, more publicity is always, not a bad thing. Current roadmap, it looks like they're on phase 3 of the roadmap. A lot of the things that we just went through that we're on phase 1 and 2. Am I wrong here? Hold on, maybe they're on phase 4. I'm sorry, they're on phase 4. So a lot of the stuff that we talked about were on phases 1 through 3. So where are we headed now? So they want to achieve a certain number of holders. It looks like they want in this phase to launch the final NFT platform. So they're coming out with NFTs. So that's good. So they're looking to launch the final NFT platform and also the final game. So the game itself is probably in beta now. So they're looking in phase 4 to launch the final. And they want to expand their social media accounts, obviously grow their holders, expand their accounts. That's pretty standard as you grow. Launch the combat, trying to think here, the metaverse. This is kind of what we were talking about before, is they're talking about a theme park. I did hear in a conversation that they were actually talking about an island too. So they are looking at some metaverse stuff, and it looks like they're looking at a theme park. But I did also hear mention of a island as well. So I'm looking to hear more information about that. What really excites me too is I really like how KOA Combat in this phase wants to start an insurance and 401k company for or partner with somebody. I don't know how they're going to do it for MMA fighters. I think this is very innovative and very unique to anything, and to anything that's currently in the cryptocurrency market. And I think it's something that I'll be interested to see how they pull it off and what they do. But I really like the direction that they're headed with that. The team looks like they have 7 people on the team. I'm not going to go through them all, but what I can tell you is that I've done research on all of the team, some background research on all of the team. They are all highly qualified to be on the team. They all do have very good backgrounds. They all bring something very unique to the table, and the team is seems to be very competent in what they're trying to do, and each one of them are very unique in what they can do. So if you decide after your research to come in and maybe possibly make a purchase of KOA Combat, I would encourage you guys to go ahead and do some background research on each one of these guys. And some of the background research that you can do is go to their Twitter spaces, which they hold every night, because a lot of times one of these guys will be in there. It's almost a guarantee throughout the night that one of these guys will be in there, and you can talk to them directly. They are very friendly to talk to, easy to reach out to. So, go ahead, look them up, do your research. I can't research the devs for you, but what I can tell you is that through my research, they are very competent devs, and they are very good at what they do. Been through that. So obviously, let's take a look at some price action here through KOA Combat. As the recording of this video, it looks like that they're at 10 zeros, 8738, which is a lot of zeros, but that just means that there's a lot of zeros to drop, right? And they're only sitting. This is what intrigues me a lot about KOA Combat, is that they're only sitting at a 2.5 million market cap right now. That's a very low market cap for any cryptocurrency project. That just means that there's a lot of room to grow and a lot of room to grow quickly. Their liquidity is locked for a year, and when it unlocks, it'll be locked for another 2 years. So it'll be locked for a total of 3 years, which is good. If you look at their 2.5 million market cap, and then you look at their total, market cap, it's pretty similar, and where you would think that the number should be based on their what they have going on. So it all matches for me. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. I have on the all chart since the day that they launched. It looks pretty stable given the fact that we're in a bear market. It looks like they're high here. Let's see if we can get it up there. Looks like it might have been at so that'd be 90125 if I'm not mistaken. So it looks like they lost a 0, gained a 0, but that's not uncommon in the market that we're currently in here. So not bad. Seems to be pretty stable. They seem to have some very good support lines. Actually, they're if you run this across, they're on one now. They bounced underneath it, but looks like the market itself is crashing. So you can't really take that for what it is. We'll look at the 7-day, see where they're at on the 7-day. Looks like they're on a dip in the 7-day here. But good entry points for everybody, right? This is where you want to be buying. You want to be buying in the red. If you believe in the project, you want to be buying in the red, and they seem to have a good entry point right now. If you look at the 7-day, so if it's something that you're thinking about, this could definitely be something that you really want to look at. Let's go ahead and look at the more information. Let's go look at the wallet holders. So another thing that really struck me about this project was that there's only 750 wallets total in the project. Small market cap, small wallet holders, which just means that this token has crazy room to grow and crazy room to add holders. It looks like in the top 100 wallets, 96% of the tokens are being carried by the top 100 wallets. But when you look, and usually that concerns me, and usually that's a red flag to me, but I'll tell you why it's not with KOA Combat, is that there's only 750 total addresses. So there's really not a lot to spread out equally across. But if you look at how and this is another reason that it doesn't really concern me with this particular token in general, like I said, more than likely this would have been a red flag for me. If you get down and the top 10 wallets hold 79%, and then you come down here to the top 20 wallets, you're looking at 86%. And here's your biggest jump right here, is down to this 93%, and this is for your top 50 wallets. So if you look at it, the distribution of wealth is in your lower. A lot of the distribution of wealth is in your lower half of your 100, not on the top half of your 100, which yes, it concerns me a little bit, but not enough to say that this is a red flag. It's the wallet holders are not that big, and it looks like as you work your way down, the percents get a little bit bigger, which is what you want to see in any token, that they're not too top heavy. With that, we'll go ahead and I'll show you their Twitter page. Here's their Twitter page. Very active Twitter page, very active community, very active group. So they are posting a lot, and like I said, they are on Twitter Spaces every night. I believe it's around 7 or 8 o'clock at night. I could be wrong, but they are on there every night. 7:45. So I was 7, 8 o'clock. So I was close, 7:45. looks like every night. And they are, and this is kind of where I'll give you my recap of KOA Combat, what I think of the token in general, and why I'm actually looking into it. The community is very active. They're very positive. They're very outgoing. They're very easy to talk to. The devs are very accessible in the Twitter spaces, outside of the Twitter spaces. Everybody that I've ever encountered in the Twitter spaces that I've been in have been very, very open, very friendly, answered questions, never wavered from their love of KOA Combat, and are very much bought into the project in general, along with the devs. The other thing that I really liked about what I heard in the Twitter spaces was when they spend money, they're open, they show receipts, and not any project I know does that, but they do. They show you receipts, which means, you don't ever have to worry about a marketing wallet, spending, millions of dollars and you're not knowing where it's going. You're going to know. And the devs are in the Twitter spaces, so you're going to be able to ask the questions. And as we went through the roadmap, if you can remember, they're very aggressive on their roadmap. They're meeting their goals. They're meeting their challenges. They're on phase 4 of their project, which lets you know that they're going to be around for a while. So that's also a positive for me. And also the room to grow in this token is positive for me. If you look at the market cap and you look at the actual holders, there's a lot of upside. Excuse me, a lot of upside in KOA Combat. So with all that, I am looking for what I would like my entry point to be if I decide to get in. But I wanted to put this in front of you guys as a small cap token that's doing some very unique things, doing some very different things, and really utilizing the cryptocurrency market in ways that other tokens aren't currently utilizing it. They're very innovative. They're very open to suggestions from their community, and people that are building in bear markets like this, and make no doubt about it, we're in a bear market, and these guys are building, are usually the ones that stay and have tremendous success during the bull market. So, KOA Combat, it's a solid project. I can't invest in everything. So I have to really, what I invest in is what I invest in. And when I invest in something, I go in, with pretty heavy with what I have. So can't invest in everything, but KOA Combat is definitely a token that I'm looking into. I think that it's definitely a token that you guys should do your research on. So, with that, that's my review of KOA Combat. Good project. Please take the time to look into it. And if you like this content, like and subscribe to the channel. I'll bring you guys as much of this content as I possibly can. And I bring you clear, honest reviews and clear, honest updates. No fluff and no stuff, just the facts. And so with that, like, subscribe, and share this out to everybody, and I'll keep making it. And everybody have a great day, great night, wherever you are, and appreciate your time.